How about you guys?
We've been slammed. Now, April was a little slower, but quite frankly, we welcomed it because we've just been so slammed that uh, pu- uh, March was easily our best months ever. I mean,
Okay.
we hit six figures in revenue in March. So
Oh, wow.
Okay. We hit six figures in revenue in March. So wow.
yeah,
Okay, well, let's get started. Three, two, one. Hello, this is Dustin Sanchez, Dustin Sanchez Media, LLC. You may also know my website, DustinSanchezTV.com. And what I'm going to do today is just kind of a side-by-side video review / video interview. You're looking at Andrew Bayley there on the right side of your screen. Andrew is a client of mine. He's been my client for about 2 years, maybe, yeah, about 2 years, I think.
2018, I think.
2018?
Seems right. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're sitting here in April 2021, so almost 3 entire years now. Okay, and I'll just let Andrew introduce himself. I'm going to ask some questions, but Andrew, can you tell us, where do you practice law? What kind of law do you practice?
Sure. My name's Andrew Bayley. I'm board certified in family law here in Houston. I have my firm, the Bayley Law Firm. I run it with my wife, who's my partner, Yalda Bayley, and then my brother's an attorney that works with us too. So it's relatively small shop, family shop with three attorneys that we primarily all do family law, and then I'll do some civil, and my wife does some estate planning, but probably 75% of it's family law.
Okay, thanks, Andrew. Let's just go back to the beginning and talk about maybe how you found me, why you decided to call me versus anyone else.
Sure. So I think I'd seen Dustin on his Facebook post and had been intrigued for a period of time. Um, since probably 2013 or so, I've been putting a lot of money into fine law, a lot of money, and it did okay. I mean, it made enough money to where it was able to justify it, but I always knew it wasn't really a sustainable model, and was curious about what Dustin had to offer, what you had to offer. Um, and I said 2018, but it may have been the beginning of 2019 actually that we started it. But yeah, I knew it was something I wanted to do. I've had many people call online before, or not call online, but cold call me, try to set the promise you get you on the first page of Google, and you could just feel that something was off with them. And some of them I even tried. Obviously, none of them worked. But the thing that had attracted me to you is your reputation, and then that for somebody to be in the community and not just be somebody who I've never heard of just calling me up, but I'm seeing that other attorneys know this guy, and he obviously didn't stiff them. So I felt pretty good that this was going to be a good fit.
Okay, great. And so you said you were with Fine Law until about from 2013 till about late 2018, early 2019. Then you brought me onto your platform. Let me just show some of your results on the screen. I'm going to take you off the screen so I can talk people through what they're looking at. But we're going to start with your Google My Business listing. And I'm going to just hide you. I'm going to make myself smaller. Okay, this is the Bayley Law Firm Google My Business listing. I'm going to make it bigger. And I tell everyone most of the phone calls will come from this Google My Business listing. We're going to scroll down. And what you see here is in the last month, your Google My Business listing from desktop search has generated 205 visits to your desktop version of your website. What's probably more impressive is the mobile phone calls. Your Google My Business listing in the last 30 days has generated 175 phone calls to your website. Now, for divorce in a top 4 city, that's pretty good. Let's see some of the things that they're using to find you with. They don't show that anymore. Let me go to your organic search traffic. Okay, this is your Google Search Console. It's more indicative of organic search. You can see I have right here the last 28 days pulled up. And basically every month you're generating almost 3,000 visits per month. Now, remember when you first came on, you were in the low hundreds, like about 118 per month. And so that was, like you said, late 2018, early 2019. Now we're sitting here in 2021. You're at almost 3,000 visits a month. Okay. Anyone that sit through my presentation, that paid for marketing consult, they always hear me talk about brand search. Like, we want people to go look for you by name, because when that happens, you're the only attorney in the search results. You know, for instance, if I search Andrew Bayley attorney, you're the only lawyer they can choose. Someone's actually, you're so popular that this person is buying an advertisement on your search result. But right here, giant right-hand side, and then this is all your brand. And so a lot of the Facebook and YouTube work that I do for my clients is for that sole purpose. And so every month, at least 58 people go to Google and they just look for you by name, where you're the only client they can find. You know, here's more brand search. Here's more brand search, your law firm, and more brand search. Okay. And then what you see sprinkled in between there is keyword search. For instance, divorce lawyers Houston. This month, 35 people found you for that keyword. Divorce attorney Houston. Houston divorce lawyer. You know, now those are great to have. Let me just search divorce lawyers Houston. But the issue is they could click an advertisement. They could click another advertisement here before they scroll to your, you know, you're the first lawyer in that ranking. You have Fine Law, which is not really an attorney website. You have Super Lawyers, and then there's your actual website. So I wanted to show people just how you were performing in search, because now the question I'm going to ask you is, does that generate phone calls? Like, does any of that, is there value for a law firm?
Oh my goodness, yes. Like, I mean, I think I was telling you before we went on that there's too many phone calls. We don't have the room to grow in our office, but we have been absolutely slammed where our phone will just ring off the hook, and we have more business than we can handle.
Wow. Okay, that's a great recommendation. Too many phone calls. Okay. What else? What else would you tell somebody who's kind of on the fence? You know, I imagine everyone's fear is I'm going to get scammed out of my money like the last person that did my marketing. And now here I am making those same promises. What could you possibly tell someone?
Well, what I would say is, the first thing is, if you're going to do this, you do need to accept that this is going to be an investment. You're not going to see results right away. That was, you know, with the fine laws or the pay-per-clicks, you put X amount of money in a month and you figure it's going to lead to X amount of clients a month, and you see that result. This is a long-term investment that will probably take 6 months to a year to really get to where what we have now. But I can tell you it does work. You know, I am a real person. I'm not paid to do this. And I think the main reason, again, what Dustin has that made me feel that I could trust him was his reputation among people that I know. And you know me, well then, you know that I'm not going to be up here just saying this for no reason. And I'm sure there's other people that Dustin's works with that you may know as well. And again, if it didn't work, I wouldn't be here saying this.
Okay, great. I appreciate that, Andrew. That's about an 8-minute video. So I'm going to cut it off here, but thanks for coming on, and I'll talk to you shortly.
No problem.